The Old West was a hard place. Few survived the frigid winters and scorching summers. Other than locusts and drought, the only thing in abundance was poverty and firearms. Many were murdered over trivial matters. Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Many a homestead stood abandoned by their long-departed owners. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth, said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil force. Your old man found a small village and tried to trade equipment for food, but this village was overrun by outlaws. They took your mother and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed to break free, told you to hide, and set out to save her. She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it? The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head. Afterwards, your father found one of the gunmen still alive. He asked him why they would murder such a fine, innocent woman. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell. And then the light left his eyes, and he was gone, presumably to claim his unjust rewards. You lost everything, became an outlaw on the run, but you still had Florence, the love of your life. You were drifting through settlements, evading the law, gambling. You did well enough, but whenever you won, someone had to lose. And if there was something the masked man truly would not stand, it was losing. Then, out of thin air, a gentleman appeared, offering to resolve your predicament in return for your soul. Unaware of the gravity of your situation, you told him to go to hell, just as they surrounded the saloon. Every way out was barred or blocked. Enemies positioned themselves outside the windows. You were as good as dead. innocence was dying, her eyes growing glassy as her soul slipped away. You gave your last breath, but on that breath, you pledged to him. You gave your soul for a shot at revenge. Trapped betwixt life and death, you now belonged to neither realm. The coffin nails didn't hold fast. You were supposed to be dead, so no one took notice right away. You considered raising the alarm to bring in more enemies, just to satisfy your bloodlust.